Hi folks, how are you doing? So on Thursday, the 23rd of May, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. And I'm looking forward to it actually. I actually look forward to all the moons. Let me pull my sleeves down and get myself ready. I've got two decks in front of me, the Oceanic Tarot by Jayne Wallace, and I've got the Guardian Angel reading cards by Malone. Let's see what the cards want to say about this up and coming full moon. So let's just start off with 3 cards and see where we go from there. So full moon in Sagittarius. Let's see what wants to come through for those watching. Oops. Travel, 8 of Wands. At the bottom we've got the King of Pentacles, trust, I like that. We've then got strength and stability. And then we've got Ace of Cups, love. What a great way to start. So, oops, and we've got this deck as well. Let me move my decks around. Solitude, Angel of Solitude and Angel of Dreams. Dreams at the minute. I know I say this a lot, but I'm sure they're getting more and more trippy. I swear to God they're getting more trippy. The amount of times I'm waking up at the minute, it's like, whoa, is untrue. So the first card that came out was the 8 of Wands, travel. And I want to say this for this reading. I want you to look at the blocks that are stopping you from travel. Not just physical travel, but energetic travel, mental travel, heart travel. And what I mean by that is what's keeping you stuck in the heart, as in keeping you stuck. So you're struggling to open the heart. What's keeping you stuck mentally, where you can't move forward. What's keeping you stuck in the physical as well. Feels really, really, I want to say introverted this moon. Not that it's not extrovert, it is powerful because we've got the strength card here, but it feels like we're going to be going really, really into our deepness, if that makes sense. We're going into our creation. So it's all about the internal world and how that reflects out into the external world. So we're being asked by Spirit to move forward, to step forward in our life, to trust that we can move forward, to trust that we can be propelled forward. I'm getting also at this point in the reading that for those of you that have been working towards something, there's going to be some big breakthroughs coming. And it's going to be coming in quick, 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 quick. And for some of you, it's going to mean thinking on your feet really quickly. And this is going to bring up this, oh, I need to think about this, I need to think about this, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This is, and for some of you it's big stuff, could be like house moves, jobs, and all that kind of stuff. I want you to trust, I want you to remember the King of Pentacles, and I want you to trust. And I want you to trust in this stage that you're going to be going through. It may be before, it may be during, it may be after, that you're on the right path, and just trust. Trust, trust, trust. I wonder if this is a soul contract that many have at this time that needs to just be cleared. And it's interesting because I was having a conversation with my guides, was it this weekend or towards the end of last week, and it was, you've got to trust. You've got to really trust, and this is what many people are having to learn. Even when you're faced with something really dark, we've got to trust. We've got to trust that at some point we'll come out of it and we'll be able to look back. And we've got to trust that at some point, even if it causes your passing, that you'll get to the other side and you'll be able to look back and see how beautiful it all was. So this is a big, big thing that's coming up. Because there's many things at the minute affecting stability. Financial stability, health stability, physical stability, energetic stability, spiritual stability, all this stability stuff coming up. And that can bring up a whole host of things and insecurities. And again, I always get a bit TMI with this, too much information, but it always reminds me of a women's bits opening up and like a baby being reborn, you're being reborn. Your mum gave birth to you, and we don't realise this, you see. You get your mum that does the physical birth and then all the other stuff that comes with it. But as a human, you're meant to continually rebirth yourself. You're meant to continuously check in and rebirth yourself. You're meant to change and flow and swap. You're meant to have different hair colours and different homes and different jobs and different perspectives, and some of this can come really quick. You're meant to keep rebirthing yourself. And if you think about rebirth, if you think about the whole birthing process in a hospital, wherever someone gives birth, there's a dark night of the soul and there's a painful bit. There's a bit where you get really anxious, I'm going to die, that kind of thing. Oh my God, I'm going to have a, I don't know, operation or whatever. You ask any woman that's gone through it, she'll go through a whole range of emotions, the good, the bad and the downright ugly as well. And it's all normal and it's all part of the process. And life's like that as well. Without even realising it, we go through so much. You know, like at a job, I'm not saying a job interview's like giving birth, but for some people it is. If you're introverted or you've had a bad experience with jobs or with interviews, or you've had an upbringing where you've not been encouraged to shine and to stand tall and proud, that can bring up a whole host of things. So there is much coming up at this time. So when you're going into that energy, it can be like birthing. And it can leave you exhausted as well. And I'm wondering if that is why many people at this time are feeling exhausted, because they're going through this birthing process and they've no idea of it, because it's just life, it's just difficulties, it's just this, it's just that. One of the things I'm also picking up now as I'm talking about it is we have to start coming back to life as in more of a ceremony rather than just life. That every day is a sacred day. Every day, every moment, every second, every hour is a ceremony moment. We may not have grids out and crystals and incense and all that and music, but every moment is a sacred moment. It's the Ace of Cups. So every moment, so trying to look at your life rather than eat, sleep, rave, repeat, looking at it as each day is a day of alchemy. Even if you have the worst day ever, honour yourself at the end of that day, making sure that you're not running to the pub, making sure that you're not going into self-sabotage, making sure that you're nurturing yourself. The more that these energies on the planet are changing, the more we're going to be required to nurture ourselves and to make more decisions that bring in the nurturing frequency, to honour and respect ourselves. Because it's almost like the overall soul of the planet is saying, all of these vessels, you need to wake up. You need to start looking at how you're treating the soul energy. Because if you think about what this body holds, it holds your blueprint, it holds your memories, it holds your past life stuff, all of it. And we've got to start nurturing it and respecting it, the job that it's having to do, especially now with these new energies. There is a lot going on. And stepping into your power, it's almost like your guides are saying, it is time to step in to your power. Okay? It's time to step out of your weakness zone into your power zone. So step out of your weakness zone into your power zone. And also as well, realigning to a thought process where I can't cope to I can cope, I am coping and I will coping. It does change it. When you start learning about word alchemy and how our words are so powerful, we do it all the time without realising it. My cold, my depression, my trauma to the trauma, the cold, the depression. It's external to you not owning it. to I can't cope, I can't cope, I can't cope, to wow, this is painful. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling anxious at this moment, but I know that this too shall pass. You're not bypassing yourself. You're not toxic positivity and everything. You're saying this is painful. So you're admitting there's a problem and there's an issue, but you're also telling your vessel that you can cope and can come through it. And your body goes, eventually, once you, because it's reprogramming, and reprogramming takes some time. And that's how you start to bring back balance. It's okay to have a panic attack. When you have a panic attack and you try and stop it, makes it worse. To actually in that moment go, I'm feeling anxious. Your body goes, thank God she's realised. Thank God she's, whatever the pulse is that I'm picking up on, thank God they've realised. So I don't have to keep going and making it even worse. And in that moment you say, I'm just going to give myself some time. Or today I'm really feeling it. I'm not going to just stay in, or I'm not just going to rush home and hide under the duvet. I'm going to spread it out. I'm going to cut some of the day out. And starting this nourishing process really feels huge. So it's almost like really stepping into your cup and filling up your cup and trusting your cup. The Page of Wands, which is the card of creativity. It's the card of new ideas. Look how clean he looks. Look how fresh and clean. I'm also getting that we're going through a real detox, spiritual detox at the minute, where we're having to purge lots of heavy we're constantly doing this, but it feels particularly intense at this minute, because in order to create the new that wants to come into our lives, we have to be clean of the old. We can't, for example, say if you want a new job, we keep talking about jobs, so we'll keep on the job theme. Say if you want a new job, there's no point taking all that old trauma from the old job or the failed business or whatever into the new one, because you're just going to infect it. So we have to clean that, and it's almost like that's happening as well at this time, having to really clean all of that old debris that we've been carrying to go forward. So having faith in that and enjoying that and embracing that. You know, many people say, I want a new start. When am I going to get an easy break or a big break? I'm going to say it's already here. It's maybe not here in the way that you thought it was going to be. The big break comes from within. I'm getting this a lot at the minute, from within, from within, from within, from within. It's not external. Yes, books help, videos help, sessions help, community helps, connections help, but your biggest teacher is within. Your biggest healer is within. And it's always, people say, well, how do I attach into it? It's simple. It's listening to that body. For example, if every time you have bread, you get bad wind, or you get upset stomach, you know there's a problem with bread, so you've got to cut bread out. If every time you have a glass of wine you feel shocking and it's getting worse, you know you got to cut wine out. If every time you go and meet up with a certain friend, you feel tearful and anxious and just, oh God, not again, you know, you need to step back, or you need to reduce it, or you need to step away from it. So your greatest teacher is within. And we don't listen to the greatest teacher, we push it down, whether you're female or male. So yeah, the big cleaning up process. Choices, lovers. So the Lovers card is all about choices going forward. What are we going to do going forward? It can also be about health and healing. It can be about connection with others, connection with the universe. What are we entwined with as well? Can you see that? What are we entwined with? Are we entwined with drama and deceit and gossip and toxins? Or are we entwined with something that's pure? What are we creating? What are our friendships and relationships creating? How can you bring about that change? And the Lovers is a great card because it's also about flow and about enlightenment and about, if you look at the traditional tarot, which is up there, you've got the two lovers stood there and there's a mountain behind them and then there's a stuff coming down, the divine coming down, if I remember rightly. It's very similar to the Two of Cups. And not just about our relationship with the external, but the relationship within. And this also feels as well as though there's this settling of the energies within the body, of being comfortable with where you're at. And I'm getting that that's half the battle. To be at peace with who you are. I don't know about you, but at the minute I'm going through this stage where there's certain things I just can't watch, listen to, be a part of, whether it's right or wrong, I just can't go there. And I think this is also part of the detox, where do I really, watching this, is it going to fulfill me? No. Is it enlightening me? No. Is it educating me? Yeah, everything educates you, but do I need to be here to get that education? Or have I already got that education and that's why my body's screaming at this time? So, yeah. Crossroads, another two. The Two of Swords, crossroads. Usually traditionally depicted with a woman with a blindfold on and there's two swords, and sometimes it's two men with two swords. With this one, there's a shark circling it, circling the Two of Swords. There's this energy here of having to stand firm. There's an energy of having to stand firm here. To stand firm in what? That's your stuff, that's private to you. But there's the energy of having to stand firm. There's also an energy of having to know that, again, it reminds me, you know, if you think of those Two of Swords then with the shark swimming around it, the Two of Swords could flip out, oh my God, there's a shark, oh my God, there's a shark, but it's not doing. It's similar to what I was saying earlier. Wow, this is, you know, this is traumatic what I'm going through, but I know that I'll get through it. It's almost like saying, well, there's a shark circling, but I'm strong and I can get through this. And if I just go calm, that thing will not be fed and it will go. When you start to feed it and interact with it and embrace it, it comes in closer. No. Stand firm, solid, choice, across in the roads. June, I know we're not talking about June now, but June feels like it's going to be an interesting month. It feels like, I did the tarot scopes yesterday, and obviously I won't be uploaded, well they're all uploaded now, but I won't be sending them public until about 28th of May. So it feels like an interesting month, does June. It's the solstice month as well. So we know full moons are about the purge. So the body is purging, the body is releasing, and allow it to release. So should we do some clarifiers? What cards shall we clarify? I don't feel like I need to clarify any. What can we do instead? Biggest lesson during this full moon, the biggest lesson during this full moon, the biggest lesson during this full moon. Security, it's all about security. Pentacles, and we've got drama. Not allowing the drama to affect your security. There's also an energy of standing firm. Not, no, it's done like that, and all of that's not. That's rigidity. But being firm in who you are as a person, but also allowing the Ace of Cups energy to come in and to fill up your cup. Maybe insecurities about your finances are going to be coming up with this full moon. Shadow moment of this full moon. What's the shadow moment of this full moon? Healing. Interesting. The Angel of the Ocean. And practicality, King of Wands at the bottom. Interesting. Really interesting. Why would healing become a shadow moment? It is. It really can be a shadow moment. We can sabotage that. We can throw it out. We can be scared of healing. We can be scared of the light, especially when we hold a lot of trauma. And it's not necessarily us. It's the stuff with which we carry that can kick off when healing comes in. So the shadow moment is about healing. Having to rebalance who we are. I'm doing that because she's got 2 cups in her. She's got 1 cup in one hand and 1 cup in the other hand. So she's having to rebalance something. Do you know how many people on this planet are actually scared of their greatness? They're actually scared of actually saying, this me included, if I said to you, right, I'm going to do a Zoom session with you, and in that Zoom session, I want you to come to that Zoom session and I want you to tell me all your achievements. I want you to tell me what you bring to the planet. I want you to tell me what you bring to your family. You'd freak. And if I said to you, I don't want any doom and gloom, I just want you to come and light me up. I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, I'm going to be big-headed, it's ego, she'll think I'm a narcissist, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No, I won't. But if I said to you, show me your trauma, you'd get an Andrex toilet roll out and you'd start filling that Andrex toilet roll in because there's loads of it. So this is about really stepping into your power, being able to see the light in you as well as the shadow in you. It's a real light and dark balancing. I like it. One more card, and it's the Judgment card. Self-reflection. This is going to be a full moon of deep, deep, deep self-reflection. It's going to be an emotional full moon. We know the moon can pull the seas and all of that. We know all that, don't we? It can, it affects the waters of the body, which is where we can go a little bit mucousy and a little bit nasally and a little bit sweaty and a little bit all that. And hormones and periods and all of that can be affected by it. Adventure and angel of imagination. Angel of adventure and angel of imagination. So adventures, imagination, creativity, newness, freshness. This full moon feels, when I look at it, like it's coming in and it's scooping up all of that stuff that we've gone through since April. All of that shadow shit that came up, and I will say shadow shit, that came up, and all of that toxicity, it's scooping it up. And maybe the body is bringing that up for it to be scooped up, to leave the way ahead for fresh pages, fresh chapters and new books to be written via yourself, and to get back into having fun, and to realise that the people that you're communicating with are not your enemies, they're your greatest teachers. And that is today's full moon in Sagittarius reading. Quick reminder before I go, next group healing is the 12th and 13th of June 2024. It is a persecution and witch wound group healing, where I will be looking at healing the persecution wounds, clearing the blocks, the witch wounds, be it past lives, present lives. It's £22. There is a video below in the description pinned comment which gives you more information. To take part, you go to the video below, go to the description box below and the pinned comment below, and it says to take part. Click on here. It's all there, it's all below. Websites there for sessions. I know there's some new people on here that keep asking, do you do readings? I do readings. I do mentoring and healing. It's all via Zoom, so it can be done across the world. My social media, Instagram, TikTok. Thank you for your support, the likes, the comments, the subscribes, for booking in with me. What else? Thank you for the donations as well, and gifts. Thank you for being here. I'm sure there's something else I need to thank you for as well. What was it? I hate forgetting things. But anyway, thank you for being new. Thank you for showing up. Like, comment and subscribe. And oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say to you. Fully booked now until the end of September. So please bear that in mind. Fully booked until the end of September 2024. So thank you for watching. Love to all, and I will see you in the next one.